So, hello. We're going to start with one blanket on the floor so you have extra padding. And then another blanket or a big beach towel folded this way. And we're going to roll it like this. And then we're going to use that to wrap around our ankles. So you're going to lay down. On your back. If you have a pillow or something to support your neck, you can have that ready just to place underneath your neck. We're going to wrap the blanket around the ankles and release the knees out. So that supports your hips. We're opening up to the hips. You have something underneath your neck, you can place that to support the neck. Arms open in a T. Just taking a few breaths here. Allowing yourself to feel each body part that's touching the earth. Inhaling into that. On the exhale, allowing these points to fully release onto the earth. Getting heavier and heavier. And this is a gentle flow. We're going to be focusing on breath and then releasing, creating gentle movements and releasing tension and tightness that shows up in the body. So just for the next few breaths, allow yourself to stand, starting from your feet, gently moving upward. There's no rush. We're breathing through the nose only. You're taking deep inhales and deep exhales to the nose. The exhales longer than the inhales. Just allowing yourself to acknowledge whatever's showing up in your body today. Whether you feel tension or tightness in certain area. Maybe you feel really energized. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel pretty happy or a little sad. Acknowledging it all. These are the dualities that we deal with in life. And we wouldn't appreciate one without the other. So we're always happy. We wouldn't appreciate that because we wouldn't know what it feels like not to be. If we were always energized, we would most likely take it for granted because we were never tired. Taking a moment to think about things that we might take for granted. And finding gratitude for little moments. For your body being healthy and functioning the way it does. Find 5 more nice long deep breaths here. Feel the breath moving upward all the way into the back of your shoulders, the top of your shoulders, your chest fully expanding. On the exhale, the shoulders softening, the chest drops, ribs release, hips sink down. Now gently bring your awareness fully to your hips and take note if you're gripping in the hips and see if you can, on the next inhale, create a little bit more space. And maybe that requires a little wiggle. On the exhale, allowing this grip to start releasing. 3 more breaths just like that, inhaling fully. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. One more deep, deep, long inhale. Exhale, let the hips soften a little bit more. Now bring your awareness fully to your shoulders. Direct the breath all the way up. And just feel as you exhale, allowing any tension or tightness to start melting away. One more full deep breath. Breathe fully into your shoulders, the sides of your neck. And then exhale, fully release. And gently on the next inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and you're going to grab hold of either opposite wrists, forearms, or elbows. Let the arms heavily release onto the floor. Forearms framing the ears. Inhaling fully. Feel the length from the hips all the way up to the elbows. Exhale. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. One more full round of breath. Deep, deep inhale to the nose. Breathing from the tailbone to the crown of the head. As you exhale, exhaling fully from the crown of the head to the very base of the spine. Then gently on your next available exhale, softly release the hands down. We're gonna hug the knees towards the chest. Gently rocking from side to side, massaging the spine. There's no rush. See if you can go a little bit deeper on each exhale, and it takes engaging your core to keep your balance. Inhaling back to center, exhaling opposite side. We'll take 2 more rounds just like this. And gently inhaling back to center. We're gonna cup the knees with the hands and start creating circular motions with the knees. So you're circling outward, and on the inhale coming back in. And just feel, again, bring your awareness to your hips. We hold a lot of emotional stuff in our hips. Moving into fall. It's a beautiful reminder as we watch the leaves falling off the trees, how the trees release every year. Letting go of the old to create a room, allowing the tree to nurture itself, and then creating room for new leaves and a full, fresh bloom or new bloom in the spring. And it's a reminder for us to tap into nature, to reconnect, to revisit, to sit with what holds us back so we can start just like the trees let go of the leaves. Release and let go of what no longer serves us. And it could be stuff in the house that we don't use. And then gently start circling in the opposite way. It could be emotional baggage that we drag for years. It could be something that we do just because we've done it for so many years. And it becomes a habit. Take 3 more like this. And on the next exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. One more time, rocking from side to side, just a couple of rounds. On the next inhale, keep the right knee hugged in, the left leg extends down to the floor. You might need to move that blanket out of the way. Take a deep inhale here, flex the right foot, Squeeze the knee in. Feel that stretch through the lower back and outer side of the hip. On the exhale, we're going to bring that right knee, slide the left hand on the outer side of the right thigh, guide the right knee over towards the left, extend the right arm open. If your right shoulder is hovering off the floor, you can use that blanket that was around your legs to support your arm and your shoulder. So ideally, both shoulders flat, spine is still long, so the tailbone is stacked above the tailbone. Inhaling fully here. Just taking a moment to again scan through the body. Feel maybe there's tightness in the outer side of that right hip, maybe the lower back. Breathe into that. Maybe the front of that right shoulder into the armpit. Whatever's coming up, direct your breath into these areas, creating a little bit more softness and space. The exhale, releasing any tension and tightness. Find 3 more full rounds of breath. And then gently on your next inhale, coming back onto your back. Keep that left leg nice and long. Bring your left hand on the left hip, pressing it gently down. And then your right foot is going to come up towards the ceiling, but the knee is bent. So happy baby. Option 1, you're holding the back of the right upper leg, guiding the knee towards the armpit. Option 2, you're holding onto the shin. Option 3, you're holding the bottom of the foot. You want your tailbone flat on the floor. You're going to engage the left leg, flex the left foot, and if you want to get a little bit deeper, lift the left heel just about an inch or 2 off the ground, and that left leg is engaged. Breathe into that right hip, inhaling fully here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round of breath. On your next exhale, gently hugging both knees towards the chest, rock from side to side. You might feel a difference from one side to the other. There might be a lot more room in the right hip than the left after the stretch. And then gently on the next inhale, we're going to extend the right leg down nice and long. Exhale, hug that left knee in tight towards the chest. And then we're going to bring that left knee over to the right. So the right hand is on the outer side of that left foot. Left arm extends out into a T. Again, if you need support underneath that, you can grab that blanket. Make sure the spine is long, tailbone stacked underneath the crown of the head. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. And again, you can bring your awareness to the outer side of that left hip, the lower back, the front of the left shoulder and armpit. Breathing into these spots where we hold tension. Every inhale, creating a little bit more space. Every exhale, maybe you release a little bit deeper into this twist. Stay with the breath. Full deep inhales through the nose. Full deep, long exhales through the nose. Keeping the exhales longer than the inhales. It's the exhale in the breath is what helps us ground and get centered or stay centered. We'll take 3 more nice long deep breaths here. Every exhale, maybe you find a little bit more space to release. We're not forcing anything. And gently on the next inhale, we're going to come back to center. Bring that knee towards the chest, foot towards the ceiling, and right hand on the right hip, pressing the hip down. Spine is long. So option 1, the left hand behind the upper leg, maybe on the shin, maybe grabbing the foot. You want to try to bring your foot towards the ceiling, the bottom of the foot facing the ceiling, and that left knee is pressing towards the left armpit. If you took it on the other side, you're going to flex the right foot and hover the heel off the floor, just an inch or two. Find your breath, inhaling fully into that left hip. Exhale, the shoulders are both soft on the floor, your head relaxed on the floor. And find 2 more nice long deep breaths here. And then gently on the next exhale, once again, hug both knees into the chest. Softly rock from side to side. We're gonna make our way up to a seat. You have the option to roll onto one side, press your hands onto the floor and sit up, or rock back and forth gently until you make your way up to a seat. Eyes gently closed. Take a full deep inhale from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Inhaling deeply, base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhale deeply, crown of the head to the base of the spine. Inhale, reaching both arms out and up. Exhale, pressing the sit bones into the earth. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. Really lengthen, press through those sit bones. Inhale, heart forward. As you exhale, maybe you release a little bit deeper to the hips. Inhale and deeply lengthen. Exhale, release a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, plant the hands flat on the floor. Spread the fingers wide, lift up to the heart. So you're going to feel a gentle back bend coming to the lower back. On the exhale, press your fingertips into the ground and then round to the spine. Chin towards the chest. Press like you're trying to slide your body back. We're going to take 2 more. Inhale, press the hands into the earth, lift up to the heart. Exhale, round, press back. Inhale. Exhale. And very slowly on the next inhale, keep rounding to the lower back as we lift up. Fingertips touch. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. Inhaling center. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. Inhaling center. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. We'll switch the cross of the legs. Inhale deeply, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, lengthening forward 1 more time. This time going straight into that movement. On the next inhale, spread the fingers wide, plant the hands, lift up to the heart. Exhale, press the fingertips into the earth, round to the spine, chin towards the chest. Inhaling deeper. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Softly rounding up on the next inhale, lifting it up. Fingertips touch. Exhale over to the left. Inhaling center. Gentle twist as you exhale to the right. Inhaling center. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Take a full deep inhale from the very base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling from the crown of the head to the very base of the spine. And we're going to extend the right leg out. Left foot, move back more. Left foot comes in. If you feel like this is too much strain on the neck, on the knee, you can always use that rolled blanket. Flex the toes. Inhale, nice and long. Reach the arms out and up. You have the option to clasp the hands like so, turn the palms up towards the ceiling and keep lengthening, square through the hips. If this feels like it's too much and you're shrugging the shoulders towards the ears, you can gently grab opposite wrists, forearms, or elbows. Keep lengthening, pressing to the sit bones, inhaling deeply. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And then gently on the next exhale, we're going to release the hands and reach forward. And maybe this is it. Keep the spine long. You should feel a nice stretch through the back of the right upper leg, the hamstrings. Maybe you have room to fold forward more as long as you're keeping the spine long, so you don't want to collapse from the upper back and start rounding around the shoulders. Try to keep your sit bones squared so both sit bones are pressing evenly, spine long. Taking 2 more nice long deep breaths here. Keep inhaling, lengthening heel to hip. Exhale, releasing from the hip to the crown of the head. Inhaling. Exhale. And then gently on the next inhale, lifting up. Arms out and up. We're going to square over to face that right foot and gently release forward over here. Again, we're not forcing anything. You can really lengthen to that right leg and kind of press the whole leg into the right hip socket. Lengthen from the hips to the crown of the head. And start releasing here. Inhaling fully, think chest moving towards the toes rather than your nose moving to your toes. Inhaling heel to hip. Exhaling from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Gently on your next exhale, we're going to release the right forearm on the right shin bone. If you're really open, you might want to place the right forearm on the inner side of the foot. On the next inhale, bring your left hand on the inner side of that left thigh, kind of roll it outward. Find as much length as you can between the hips and the armpits. And then inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, releasing towards the left. And you want to keep that shoulder back. So you want to be able to look from underneath the arm towards the ceiling. Inhaling deeply here. Feel that nice long deep stretch from the left hip to the left armpit to the tip of the left fingers. Keep the shoulders soft. Find that deep breath. Inhaling fully into the back of your shoulders. Exhaling. One more breath. Inhale deeply, coming back to center. We're going to bring that left hand behind the left hip. On the inhale, swing the right arm in front of you to bring it to the side to frame the right ear and lift up to the hip. So you want to point the right toes. And I'm going to give different options. You want that right hand to frame the right ear and the shoulders soft. You have the option to stay here, pressing the hips forward, or move with the breath as you exhale. Release the hips down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift up. One more. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift it up. And then gently on the exhale, release fully. Inhale, coming back to center, and we're going to switch. Left leg extends out, right foot in. Inhale, nice and long. You want your sit bones both pressing evenly. Reach the arms out and up. Option to clasp. So if you clasp normally the right hand on top of the left, switch. If you took opposite wrists, elbows, or forearms on the other side, if the right arm was in the front, have the left arm in the front. Inhale fully. Exhale. One more full round of breath. And then gently on the exhale, we're going to start releasing forward, really lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head. If you need to support that left knee, please place something underneath. Imagine inhaling from the left heel to the left hip. Exhaling from the hip to the crown of the head. Keep lengthening to the spine, so chest moving forward. Take 2 more breaths here. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Gently on the next inhale, lift and up, reach the arms out and up. And then we're gonna square over towards the left side. If you need to, press that whole left leg into the back, into the left hip socket. Inhale, lengthen from the sit bones to the crown of the head. And then slowly on the exhale, we start reaching forward, think chest towards the toes. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, keep flexing the toes, trying to square the toes up towards the ceiling. Each side is different, so this side might feel different than the other side. Maybe you have more room, maybe you're tighter. Just allow yourself to really feel and acknowledge what's coming up. So then you can start allowing that to release. Creating space for the body to heal. One more deep inhale. Exhale. And then gently on the next exhale, left forearm on the left shin or on the inner side of that foot. Bring the right hand on the inner side of the right thigh. Really create length and space here from both hips to both armpits. And then reach that right arm up and allow it to frame the ear. And again, you don't want the shoulders to collapse. The right shoulder is stacked above the left, so you need to back up a little. And we're lengthening. Keep that right sit bone pressing down, left toes flexed. Really feel the stretch coming out from that right hip all the way up to the tip of the right fingers. We'll take 2 more nice long deep breaths. Gently on the next inhale, lengthening back up, right hand behind that right hip. Inhale, left arm swings in front of you to frame the left ear. Point the left toes nice and long. Press those hips forward, engage the navel area. Option to stay or move with the breath. If you're moving with the breath on the exhale, releasing down, hips touch the earth. Inhale, lift and up. Press the hips forward. Exhale. Inhale. Take 1 more round. And exhale, lower it down. We're gonna extend both legs. If you need something underneath the knees, again, this blanket will come in very handy. Take a deep inhale here. And on the exhale, just release the forearms, let the head go. And it's not a stretch, it's more of letting just the body reset here. And staying with the breath. Inhaling deeply from the heels to the hips. Exhaling from the hips, the crown of the head, let the head be heavy, let the forearms be heavy on the earth. And we're rounding through the spine this time, just allowing the body to be. We take 4 more rounds of breath. Allowing the body to absorb all the work that we've done so far. Creating space for healing. One more deep inhale to the nose. Exhale, side out for the mouth, let it all go. And then very gently, very mindfully, bend the knees, softly bring the arms up as you stack up to the spine. Moving that blanket if it was underneath your knees. Bringing the hands under behind the hips. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, lift up to the heart so the feet are wider than the mat. Exhale, drop the knees to one side. Inhale in center. Exhale, dropping the knees to the opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. And we're going to make our way onto all fours. So if you have this blanket here, if you turn it the other way, and we want the hands spread open, coming into cat-cow. So your wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Your hips are stacked above your knees. Your knees are hip-width distance apart, so your fists should be fitting quite easily here. On the next inhale, dial the heart up, dial the tailbone up, the ribs drop towards the earth. As you exhale, press strongly through the hands. Feel the space between the shoulder blades opening up towards the ceiling. The tailbone drops towards the floor. Inhaling fully. Exhale. Inhaling, heart forward, tailbone up, navel down. Exhale, round. Take 2 more rounds at your own pace, keeping each exhale longer than the inhale. This is a great way to massage the kidneys and lubricate the spine. Open up the chest. Release tension in the lower back. And slowly coming to neutral spine. Now we're going to press back into child's pose, so big toes touch, knees really wide, and you're pressing your sit bones towards your heels. If you have room, release your forehead onto the floor. If your sit bones are not coming all the way down to your heels, you can always place that blanket underneath so you can really release here. We're going to find 4 more nice long deep breaths. Spread the fingers wide, press through your fingertips. And feel your sit bones lengthening back, your tailbone lengthening back. Your back muscles stretching. The back of your shoulders stretching. Your head heavy on the floor. 1 more breath. Then very, very slowly, lifting back up onto all fours. Move that blanket to the side of you if you are using it. We're gonna press back into our first downward dog. So you wanna walk your hands forward just a teeny bit. So your hips shift forward past the knees. If you're wearing socks, you might wanna take them off so you have a better grip. On the exhale, knees bend, press your hips up and back. The gaze is towards the navel or between your feet. Breathe. Inhale fully. Press those sit bones back. Exhale. Inhale. Focus on lengthening the back body. And then if you have room, release the knees, the heels down. Keep pressing your sit bones back. And then slowly on the next inhale, we're going to shift forward into a plank. Release the knees to the floor. Release the top of your feet flat on the floor and gently lower it down. The chin coming lower than the chest and your elbows are tucked in towards the ribs. On the inhale, slide the heart forward. As we exhale, pressing back, you have the option to go into child's pose or curl the toes under. Lift those knees off the floor. Press the hips back and up. Breathe. Inhaling fully. Exhale fully. 1 more breath. We're going to take that flow 2 more times. As you inhale, gently unrolling forward into a plank. Drop the knees and release the top of the feet. Take a full inhale here. And then gently on the exhale, start lowering down. Press those elbows towards the ribs. The chin slides towards the floor. And then the heart on the inhale rolls forward. Exhale, curl the toes under, press it back, downward dog. 3 full deep breaths. Keep pressing the sit bones back.
On your next inhale, lift up high onto the ball of the feet. Unroll from the tailbone forward, coming into plank. Exhale, release the knees down, release the top of the feet, and then lowering down. Elbows tucked in. Inhale, lift up to the heart. On the exhale, curl the toes under, press it back. 3 breaths. Engage through your fingertips. Shoulders are moving away from the ears, sit bones pressing back. On your next inhale, lifting up high onto the ball of the feet. Start unrolling from the tailbone forward. Exhale, drop the knees down, release the top of the feet. Inhale fully. As we exhale, lowering down softly with control, use your upper body. Inhale, scoot the heart forward. And then exhale, cross back one more time. 3 breaths. And this time we're going to walk the feet towards the hands, or if it's easier, the hands towards the feet. And then gently on the next exhale, coming into a forward fold, feet to hands or hands to feet. Grabbing opposite elbows here. Be extra mindful if there's anything going on with the spine or osteoporosis. You don't want to fold too deep. Maybe release the hands on the floor and lengthen the heart forward. Otherwise, elbows heavy towards the floor. Shift the weight into the ball of the feet. We'll take 2 more nice long deep breaths here. Inhaling fully from the heels to the hips. As you exhale, releasing from the hips to the crown of the head. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. 1 more breath. And then gently on the next inhale, softly start lifting up. Arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Take a full round of breath here. On your next exhale, we're going to step the left foot back. We're going to come into warrior 1. So if you have that blanket, be mindful not to step on it. You need to move it out of the way. Move it. Your right toes are squared forward. Your left big toe is squared towards the top left corner of the mat. And you want to guide that left hip forward. Press to the pinky side of the left foot. Your left calf muscles are really engaging. Your right knee is pressing towards the second and third toe. Option to keep the hands at the hips. Arms bent in cactus, reaching all the way up. Or pressing the palms of the hands into each other. You really want to work your upper arms. Breathe. Just make sure that your shoulders are soft. 1 more full round of breath here. Gently on the next exhale, releasing the hands behind the lower back. Maybe you're holding opposite wrists, forearms or elbows, or hands clasped. Inhale, lift up to the heart, roll the shoulders back and down. Keep engaging to that back foot. Right knee still pressing towards the second and third toe. Left hip pressing forward. On the next exhale, we're going to start hinging from the hips. Right shoulder stacks above the right knee. Left shoulder moves forward in space. Really ground to that back leg, the tailbone, creating length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. If you have the room to release the right shoulder on the inner side of the right knee, then you release the crown of the head towards the floor. 1 more full round of breath. Then gently on the inhale, lifting up. Back into our warrior 1. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Shifting the weight into that front foot. Stepping the left foot forward, shake it off. Inhale, gently reach the arms out and up. Exhale, softly hinging from the hips, fold. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, hold here or fold completely. You might feel a difference again between one side and the other. And then gently on the next inhale, softly lifting up, fingertips touch above the head. And as you exhale, hands to the center of the chest, and we'll move into the opposite side. So the left foot stays forward, right foot steps back. You want your left toe squared forward, right big toe turn towards the right top corner of the mat, and that right hip pressing forward, so both hips are squared forward. Make sure there's no pressure in that back right foot. Your feet are wide, not on a tight rope. Hands can be at the hips. Really press to the pinky side of that back leg. Maybe arms in cactus. Maybe reaching up. Maybe palms pressing into each other, really engaging the upper arms. Shoulders soft, wherever you choose to be. 2 more nice long deep breaths. On your next available exhale, gently releasing the hands, clasping either wrists, forearms, or elbows, or clasping the hands. Opposite arm on top. Inhale, lift up to the heart. Exhaling deeply. 2 more breaths here. Keep guiding that right hip forward. Left knee is still pressing towards the second and third toe. Shoulders rolling back. And then gently on the next exhale, releasing that left shoulder above the left knee. Right shoulder moves forward in space so the shoulders are square. There's as much length as you can come up with between the tailbone and the crown of the head. If you have the room to drop the left shoulder on the inner side of that left knee, then you release the crown of the head towards the floor. We'll take 2 more breaths. Keep engaging through that back leg. And then slowly on the next inhale, lifting up nice and strong. Arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale fully. On the exhale, shifting the weight into that left foot, stepping it up, shake it off. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, gently hinging from the hips, fold. Inhale, neutral spine. And then slowly on the exhale, bringing both hands onto the floor. We're gonna step 1 foot back, then the other. You have the option to hold plank or release the knees down. Release the top of the feet. Just like before, elbows tugging in, lowering down. Inhaling into baby cobra. Full cobra. With the elbows still bent, or upward facing dog. You're pressing the top of the feet, the top of the hands on the floor, and the rest of the body's floating up, hips pressing forward, heart open. Wherever you are, 1 more full round of breath. And then gently exhale. Press back into child's pose. 2 breaths. Maybe taking a moment to feel the difference in your body from the beginning of the session till now. And very gently on the next inhale, coming back onto all fours, and we're gonna lower down the hips, kick the feet forward, and gently lower down back onto our backs. Extending the left leg down. Right knee hugs towards the chest on the exhale. Coming back into that one-legged spinal twist that we started class with. Allowing that right shoulder to be soft on the earth. If you need the blanket supporting you, take it. If you feel pretty open, you can extend the right leg out and plug the big toe into the earth. And if the right shoulder is still on the floor and you have the room, maybe grab the right foot with the left hand. Right here. This feels pretty easy. You can bend the left knee and grab the left foot with the right knee. Just keeping both shoulders flat on the floor, spine long. We'll take 1 more full round of breath. And then gently, on the next exhale, coming back to center. Square the hips so the spine is long. Inhale, extend the right leg down. Left knee towards the chest. Left arm open into a T. Drop the knee, left knee towards the right side. Again, if you need to support that left shoulder, take it. Soft breath. If you took it on the other side, extending the left leg out, plugging the left big toe into the earth. Maybe grabbing the foot with the hand as long as that left shoulder is still on the floor.
Maybe grabbing the right foot with the left hand. Take 2 more nice long deep breaths. And then very gently, coming back to center. Squaring the hips here so the spine is long. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe coming into happy baby, grabbing either the outer side, the back side of the upper legs, the shins or the feet. Feet are towards the ceiling, knees towards the armpits, tailbone flat and long on the floor. And then when ready, if there's any other shape you'd like to take, please feel free to do so. If you're in happy baby, you can bend one knee deeper and extend the opposite leg and kind of rock from side to side. And then when ready, we're gonna release back. Coming into Shavasana, allowing the whole entire body to fully melt. So if you have that blindfold or washcloth or eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes. If you need something underneath the knees to release the lower back, if you have another blanket to cover the body, allowing yourself to get super comfy and cozy, allowing the whole entire body to soften as we come into Shavasana, and we'll be moving into Yoga Nidra. So I'll be guiding you through a quick relaxation, softening one body part at a time without creating movement. And then I'll be playing singing bowls for a few minutes, just releasing, just allowing yourself to relax with the sounds and the vibrations of the singing bowls. So getting really comfortable. Take a deep, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Let the breath become softer and softer without creating any movement. Let the tip of the right toes become soft. Right foot, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingertips soft. Tip of the left toes soft. Ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers soft. Bring your awareness back to the right fingers. Let the right fingers soften and relax. Right hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Whole arm soft. Right side of your torso, space between the right ribs soft. Right hip, upper leg, knee, calf muscles, ankle, foot, toes soft and relaxed. Gently bring your awareness to the tip of your left fingers. Let the left finger soften. The hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder soft. Left side of your torso, hip, upper leg, knee, calf muscles, ankle, foot, left toes soft and relaxed. Your lower back, mid back, space between the shoulder blades soft. Navel area, center of your chest, collarbones soft and relaxed. Your neck soft. The skin on the scalp soft. Your forehead soft and relaxed. Around your eyes, cheeks, jaw muscles, tip of the chin, your lips soft, inner sides of your mouth, inner sides of your nostrils, tip of the nose, whole nose soft. Space between the eyebrows soft and fully relaxed. Your whole entire body, soft and completely relaxed. Your whole entire body, soft, melted away. Start bringing your awareness back to your breath. Feel the air on the skin, floating on the skin. If you feel the need to stay in this space, please allow yourself to do so. Otherwise, gently start creating soft movements to allow your body to softly start reawakening from the inside out. Maybe taking a full body stretch on your next inhale, maybe hugging the knees towards the chest, and then gently rolling over to one side. And softly coming back up to a seat, eyes still gently closed. Taking a full deep inhale from the very base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling deeply from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Taking a moment to remember the power of our breath. To use each inhale to create space and open up to receiving. And each exhale to allow ourselves to start letting go for all that no longer serves us. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to be of service. Namaste.